is what's going to happen.
I want some money.
This is what's going to happen. This is what I can do for you, my lady.
All right.
Do you come with fries?
Shut up.
Picks the cigarette back up and puts it back in his mouth. Look, we already hired a couple people, so the job's been taken. Okay?
Apparently they're not doing a very good job of it because we're here.
Now what I can do for you, y'all save those kids. You seem like assholes.
Just two of them. The other, we're fine.
This is what I'm going to do for you. I don't want you to leave with a
bad taste in my mouth.
Well, no, that's what.
Just got the taste slapped out of this.
No, baby, that's going to happen no matter what. But what I'm going to say is this: you can all go stay tonight at the Mystery Machine Inn.
An inn?
There's an inn here,
right.
And because you did what you did for our community and saving those little kids, everything's on the house. Your room, your board, your food, all of it.
What about drink?
All of it. So, what I do is this, or what or Mayor Cheeseburger, or whatever the fuck this guy's name is.
McCheese.
His full name is actually Charles Edward McCheese.
Dude, not after I did the Brock thing. It's Cornelius something.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, well,
it's a street name.
What we're looking at is, and he reaches into his inside coat pocket, right, and he pulls out 4 like coupon books. Okay, these remind you of maybe like food stamps, kind of.
Could they be gift certificates?
Kind of.
$1 each, a book of 5 for $5?
Something like that. It would remind somebody in a different world, maybe something like a food stamp. Anyway, he hands you all a book of these vouchers, right? And says, you go to the Mystery Machine Inn, you do what you want, just don't break any laws. I'm sorry the job's already taken. Darling, I wish I could hook you up. In fact, if you want to stay around, maybe we could work something out.
Right, Tiara.
No, I like my money.
Do you want to make it that way?
A little bit of grease from his hair, a.k.a. the bun, drips down over his eyebrow, and this fleshy-ass tongue comes out and goes all the way up and licks it off the side of his eyebrow.
Oh,
It comes back down.
That is disgusting.
And, everybody make a saving throw. A Constitution saving throw.
See whether or not we vomit.
Wait, what do I add to
God
that?
bless that natural 20.
Oh, Constitution, is that what you said?
Yep.
Sila, you had a nat 20?
Yes.
Okay. Iggy?
For which one?
Constitution saving throw.
8.
8?
No.
17.
17?
19.
Your
Okay,
son danced
everybody
with
got
me.
over a 5, so nobody openly vomits. Everybody verps. Everybody does. You see it and you're like, you can't hide it. Yeah.
That
Oh,
didn't taste like a cheese. I didn't eat that last night.
he says,
Oh my gosh.
you cats go have a good evening. Thanks for what you did. I'm sorry the job's already taken. A couple nights came in. So,
You have any other jobs?
Are they light? Night lights?
no.
Sorry.
No, Mama.
Weird as it sound, all of a sudden, out from behind the mayor's desk, Luke pops back out again.
Oh.
He's like, "Hey, lady, I know you said something about you really want some money, but it seems like the mayor is being super generous, and I think the other lady already stole my only worthy family heirloom that they had. Maybe if you sold it, maybe we can save enough money to buy it back eventually."
Can Mayor McCheese tell that Sila is female? Are you like Mystique kind of with scales or something? Or?
Dragonborn are like lizard-esque, but they're also humanoid, so you can still tell I'm female.
Okay.
She has boobies, is that what you're
I have lady lizard boobs.
She has boobies.
Okay.
Skinny
I will
boobies.
save those boobies.
Luke? And Maggie contributes twice tonight. There it was. Luke, get the hell out of here. And he says, I tell you what, I'm going to think about it, darling. I'll look around and see if there's anything we can do, but we're damn broke. We got to get these ghosts out of here. We hired those knights and look really capable. Go have a good time.
Fair enough. We'll just make an evening of it.
Well, now for the first time, you guys make a perception check. Or don't even worry about it. You know what? You hear ghost. This is the first time you guys have heard anything about ghost.
Alright.
Like, nobody inquired about what the job was.
Right? None of us
I was
cared.
asking what the problems were.
And nobody got to it.
Iggy
But this is the
rolled a
first time you
one,
heard
so I thought
ghost.
they said
Okay.
ghost.
Nobody.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I didn't answer no questions about no ghost happening.
I was stunned and bleeding from my face.
You wake up, you wake up, Iggy, and you go, huh? For a second because you don't know what happened because you were on the table just being curious. And you woke up and your eye is like swollen shut, right? And you just feel demoralized. Like, I would give you disadvantage on your next roll, but I'm not a dick. Yeah, if you get disadvantage on your next roll.
What was that, the perception roll?
It's alright, she got a 1 anyway.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
She heard toast instead of ghost. But
Alright, so you think there is some an amusement park being haunted by toast at this point.
Rampant toast!
The rest of your party figures out ghost. You're directed by the mayor over to the Mystery Machine Inn. It's just across town on the map. You see it's really kind of like the next building over. Giant sign. It's shaped like a giant van for some reason. Can't figure out why.
I'm gonna check out the inn.
It's the van again.
It's a van again.
So you walk in. The mayor probably didn't, but he should have mentioned that the owner of this inn is Daphne. She will be accepting your food stamps, apparently. So,
Town is classy.
you can see Daphne by the bar. Daphne, would you like to describe yourself?
I look like a
red-headed bar wench.
red-headed bar. What was a bar wench called again? A
Strumpet, tavern wench.
strumpet.
Hello,
Red-headed strumpet.
I think she sounds
Very
fancy.
tasty.
Okay, you guys walk in. You see a red-headed bartender behind the bar, as well as Strumpet, as well as
Hello.
Velma. They seem to be tickling each other playfully. Fred, who you met earlier coming into town, is kind of slumped over in one of the bar stools, sitting over there.
Color me surprised.
There's a weird staff in here. They're all very, very dark-skinned, about 6'7". They're all whistling a tune, and they seem to be passing, like, the drinks and bottles back and forth, like, under their legs and over their heads. In case you guys didn't get the reference, you have the Harlem Globetrotters as bartenders here.
Oh my
I didn't catch the Sweet
god.
Georgia Brown reference. Okay.
As you look down the bar, you recognize a couple of other characters from legend around the area, right? Like, Sonny and Cher are sitting over in the corner.
Yeah, I love Cher.
Yeah, you, babe.
You also see Smiley, who you met in the office earlier. He's sitting over with what appears to be other businessmen over in one of the corners. They're having a conversation kind of off to themselves. And there's a man who looks suspiciously like George Carlin sitting over at the bar with what appears to be, you could only describe it as a futuristic looking jacket. He's ended up at the bar having a drink. What would you guys like to do?
He's playing with his train set.
Reggie would like to go up to Daphne and Velma.
Oh, jeez.
Hello. My name is Montavious Maxwell. I am from Waterdeep, and I am an actor and orator extraordinaire, and I'd like to offer my services to you for some entertainment for the evening, and maybe a little more.
Daphne puts up her hand and leans over towards Velma and whispers something in her ear and just giggles.
He doesn't get it.
Continues
I just like to
shining
watch.
the goblet that she was holding.
I'm gonna leave Reginald, or Sila's gonna leave Reginald to figure that one out himself. And I think she's gonna go approach.
I'm still inquiring about the job.
You finished, go ahead.
Daphne rolls her eyes looks at Velma, rolls her eyes, and turns her attention back to Reginald. What can I do for you?
As I said, I'm an actor and orator extraordinaire, and I'd like to offer my services as a storyteller and bard in your fine establishment.
Do you not see the gold globetrotters waiting tables? Seems to
I'm
be
just
quite a bit
offering
of
my services.
entertainment there.
From almost out of nowhere, a voice comes over the loudspeaker and says, "Welcome to the stage, Jerry Reed."
So that would be a no, then, basically, is what you're saying. I shall take my leave of you, then.
So you have some groovy tunes to mellow out to and maybe get a drink if you guys would like to. There's people around the room you can chat with if you want. Anybody really paying attention to what's going on? Are you trying to figure some things out?
The extraneous entertainment, because I am so good at what I do that there's nothing.
You're picking his performance apart in your head,
I
aren't you?
absolutely am critiquing.
He hit that D sharp and it was, ugh.
Hey, oi! That's supposed to be a D flat there.
So you've got some cool hippie music jamming along. Everything's going good. You guys, would you like to talk to anybody else? Would you like to move around, or?
Sila recognizes Smiley's voice and approaches, wanting to, just mention, I overheard a conversation earlier. Is everything going okay?
Yes, the situation is being taken care of.
Who's this Smiley?
Just somebody from earlier. Don't worry about it. They are nothing.
A kind of nervous-looking businessman gets up and he goes over to the window and seems to be peering out the window and kind of looking back and forth. And
Get over here and sit down.
all right,
With all due respect, it doesn't look like it's being taken care of.
We shall see in the morning.
Fair enough. If you need assistance, we'll be here. Come find me.
okay. So you kind of get blown off at that table. Basically, you can tell they were trying to keep secretive. They really don't want anybody
Those two
around.
are sleeping together all day.
Ah, jeez. Really?
Wow.
Reginald, did you finally get it?
What's Fred think about that?
We're born in 1988.
So
No, I'm so handsome that I can talk.
Reginald
I can
just
talk a
figured out that
lesbian into
Daphne and
sucking a
Delma
dick
are sleeping
anytime.
together,
Whoa!
and Fred is at the end of the bar, all kinds of drunk.
Oh, Jinkies! Why did you have to bring it up? And he busts the bottle he's drinking out of, and he goes like he's going to stab himself in the neck with it, but the kerchief blocks it, and he drops it, and he just starts sobbing.
There's no need to be so
Well,
melodramatic about it.
Tiara's not shy to a pretty face, and she notices that he's kind of good looking, and that he's awfully sad. So I'm gonna go over and comfort Fred.
Hey,
Delma.
Tiara, a good shag is a good shag. You can just drop.
And Velma kind of looks over and goes, "Ex-boyfriend."
Ask God of piercing resistance. Right there.
Iggy, what are you doing? Are you
At bar.
still stunned? Trying to drink away what happened earlier?
Oi!
I have a piece
Oi.
of meat on my eye, and
I need a drink.
Mail.
You get served your drinks. Everybody gets there. You turn in your food vouchers. Pretty much have a nice little meal. Tiara, you noticed that businessman earlier still keeps getting up and checking the window?
Yes.
And eventually he kind of makes a hand signal. I know I'm doing this in a podcast. I'm making a hand signal in a podcast and you can't see. You notice the businessman kind of
Podcast. Radio.
puts up his hands and kind of motions, and all of a sudden everybody from Smiley's table gets up and makes their way out.
Can I do a perception check?
I don't blame you for leaving. He's horrible.
You can't really tell what was going on. You didn't hear anything that was being said, but you did notice there was kind of a gesturing motion, and all of a sudden they all got up and left.
Okay.
Sila, since you were paying a little bit more attention to that party, you
Right.
noticed the same thing. That whole table, kind of, one of the businessmen was looking out the window, kind of gives a hand signal, and they all get up and leave.
And I would not have been able to see this from the bar. I figured it was a little higher than where I was on the floor.
Yes, but you really weren't paying that much attention to that table at that time. Like, you guys can say something if you would like.
I'm Sila.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna grab Sila and say, "Hey, Sila,
Yeah.
I saw the guys start heading out the door there. I think we need to grab the others and follow them because they have something to do with what's going